Listen closely. Can you hear the sound of a dying engine? That is the heartbeat of a dying engine. This truck is done. If you own a Silverado with the 5.3-liter Vortec, that ticking sound is your worst nightmare. Most mechanics will listen for 5 seconds and tell you that you need a $4,000 top-end rebuild. They'll say your lifters are shot and completely worn out, and your camshaft is toast. But today, I'm going to tell you the truth, that the big shops are hiding. I'm going to show you exactly what to do to your Silverado 5.3 truck right now, before it becomes junk and just another piece of scrap metal. Because in 80% of cases, that tick of death isn't a dead engine. It's a $5 cry for help. If you ignore what I'm about to show you, you aren't just losing money, you are losing the best truck you'll ever own. This is a legend. To save your truck, you have to understand the mechanic's lie. The tick isn't always caused by a broken lifter. It's caused by air. Inside your 5.3-liter, your lifters rely on a constant, high-pressure stream of oil to stay quiet and functional. When that pressure drops even slightly, the lifters lose their hydraulic prime. They start to clack. Now, why does the pressure drop? It's not usually a bad oil pump. Those pumps are built like tanks. The real killer is a tiny, hidden piece of rubber sitting right behind your timing cover. This is the oil pickup tube O-ring. Over time, heat and cheap oil turn this rubber into brittle plastic. It cracks. And then the real trouble begins. So here is exactly what you need to do to your 5.3 before it's too late. It's called cavitation, and it's the silent cancer that turns a reliable Silverado into a pile of junk. Look at this. This part costs $5, but when it fails, it causes your oil to foam up like a cheap beer. That foam can't lubricate your lifters. It can't protect your cam lobes. You'll see your oil pressure gauge dancing at stoplights. You might see a low oil pressure warning on the dash. By the time that light comes on, the damage is already happening. The metal-on-metal friction is heating up your valve train. If you keep driving, that tiny crack in a $5 ring will eventually lead to a seized engine. This is how GM's engineering oversight turns a legendary workhorse into scrap metal. But you don't have to let that happen. So here is exactly what you need to do to your 5.3 before it's too late. You need to drop the oil pan. It's a messy job, but necessary. The front differential is in the way, but it is the only way to reach the heart of the problem. You aren't just replacing that O-ring with another cheap factory part. You are upgrading to a reinforced Viton seal, one that can handle the heat and the chemicals of modern synthetic oil. While the pan is down, you check for metal shavings. If you catch it early, you'll find nothing. You bolt it back up, prime the system, and 90% of the time, that tick of death vanishes instantly. You just saved yourself $3,500 and kept your truck out of the junkyard. But don't celebrate just yet. Even with a new O-ring, there is one more thing that will kill your 5.3-liter Vortec faster than a dry start. It's the oil you've been told to use for the last 20 years. If you're still pouring 5W30 into your high-mileage engine because the oil cap tells you to, you are falling for the biggest trap in automotive history. That thin oil is the reason your seals are failing in the first place. I've spent years researching the specific oil weights and additives that actually keep these GMT 800 and 900 trucks on the road, past 300,000 miles. If you want to know the truth about the thin oil lie and how to truly bulletproof your engine, click this video on your screen right now. A clean Silverado 1500 is a sight to behold. Let's keep it running.